you guys. Today we're going to be making some paper mache Easter eggs.
To make our paper mache eggs, you're going to want to take and cut up or tear newspaper, tissue paper, or any other thin paper you have. You'll need balloons. You can use small balloons like water-sized balloons, which is what these are, or you can use a larger balloon. A spoon, a mixing bowl, 1 cup of flour, 1 cup of water, and 3 tablespoons of salt.
You're going to take the flour and pour it into your bowl. Then you're going to add the water. And you want to add a little bit at a time and stir it as you go. We're trying to make a paste. Just keep mixing. You want to get all the lumps out. Next, you'll want to add about 3 tablespoons of salt. This will just keep your project from molding. There's 2 and 3. And then stir it up some more. Now you're just going to take your paper, you're going to dip it in your glue that you just made the paste and kind of squeeze the excess off like that. And then you're going to take it and apply it to your balloon. And then you're just going to keep taking pieces and doing the same thing over and over. Dip it into the glue, smooth it off like that, and put it on the balloon. Just kind of smooth it on there. This is the best part because it's ooey and gooey and so much fun. And you just want to keep covering it until the whole thing is covered up, and then just kind of smooth it out a little bit. Try and keep the tie here showing, because after we're done, after it dries, we're going to pop the balloon and that's where you'll pull it out. So I put the paper mache egg into a plastic bowl. You can just use whatever you have at home. I'm just using a Cool Whip bowl. And then we'll take what's left of our glue, put a lid on it, and stick it in the refrigerator overnight to let that dry. And in the morning, we'll put another layer right over the top of it. So when you're doing your egg, after you put your first layer on, it should look about like this after it dries. So it's ready for a second layer. And you can do 2 to 3 layers. If you're gonna do 3 layers, I would recommend ending the top layer with just some plain white paper. You can just use computer paper, or if you have old scratch paper that has pictures on the back side, that's fine. It'll just make it easier when it comes to painting it after we're done. So you're going to do the same thing as we did with the first layer. You're just going to dip your paper in the paint, squeeze off the excess with your fingers, and just wrap it right over the top layer. And you're just going to continue doing this till you cover the whole balloon once again. It doesn't matter which direction you do it, just so long as you cover the whole thing. After you put your second layer on, or third, if you went ahead and put a third layer on, it should look like this. I'm just kind of smoothing it out, the little rough edges, as much as I can. And then we're going to set it out to dry again. And then once it's dry, we'll be ready to decorate it. All right, so you can see our egg is ready to be painted. All the layers are dry. It's a little bit hard if you knock it a little bit. So now, if you did not take your balloon out yet and you left enough of a hole, you can take a tack or a pin and pop the balloon and just pull it right out. Unfortunately, I closed mine accidentally, so my balloon's gonna be stuck in there, but that's okay. So now's the fun part. You can paint it however you want. If you have paints, that's great. If you don't have paints, you could use markers and decorate it however you want. I'm gonna start with a blue paint for the background of mine. After you color the base, whatever color you want, you can add some dots. You could add some zigzags. Whatever you want to add. I'm going to add some blue dots, maybe some green zigzags. Maybe some pink dots. Maybe some yellow. Maybe even a little bit of orange. See how mine looks so far? I would love to see how yours looks. Send some pictures, email, put them on Facebook. I would love to see how your egg turns out. Decorate it however you want, and if you like, after you get done, you could seal it with either a spray sealer or a brush-on sealer. If you don't have any sealer, you could mix equal parts of glue, school glue, and water in a thin paste, and then just spread it over it, and that'll seal it as well. All right, I hope you have fun. Happy Easter to everyone. Love and miss you all.